by nines will be hard to lie. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape excited, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what the am I doing? Hey yo, Prim, chill. I got the right. 30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab. Alright then. Let's go. It's album time. Yeah. It's time. It's time. Black is time. Premiere album still gonna happen.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action. Stroud now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
2nd and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing now is Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Packers defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And that right there is what they're going to need to do because this is not an elite unit. They've got to keep everything in front of them, rally up and make plays. What a lot of defensive coordinators call top-down defense. Don't give up anything behind you.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go. Gravity line. Purple 80.
To throw is Daniels. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but I think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
All right.
Stroud off the play fake. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Here we go, let's go. 18, what's that?
Mixon will score. Touchdown, Packers. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Commanders 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
Well,
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the Commanders' 43-yard line.
What's up? 11.
Stroud looking to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
18. What's up?
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Stroud. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trey Amos. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Room past the 35. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 162, tying him with LaDainian Tomlinson for 3rd place all time. And Washington has taken the lead.
Commanders 17, Packers 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
A short throw to Musgrave. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Mixing up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
18. What's up? Whoa.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
9 yards. That's good. First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. That result really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s purple people eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
18.
Throwing now is Stroud. These guys running back out of the backfield. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
18.
Stroud sets up the play action. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
All right. White Tony at 18. What's that?
Stroud to throw it. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
A 27-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will tie things at 17 all. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now we'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Zach Ertz, 31 yards. And the Commanders have taken the lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty.
Cade York to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Level swap. Look the hot, look the hot. Hey, uno.
And Stroud now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
South. Tony. Hey, south.
A handoff to Mixon. And he's got room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
19 Texas. Oh, ready? 18. What's that? Hey. 11. Hey, uno Mars.
Stroud. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
18. What's that?
Looking to throw. Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
At the 9-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
On the quick, right? 18. Robin. Go. Hey, uno.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
At 18. What's that? South.
Stroud out of the gun here. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They go play action. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Daniels looking to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Higgins. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
17. York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Why Tony?
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Oh, ready? Right. At 18. What's up? Right.
Back to throw. Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Touchdown! Tucker Kraft in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the 2nd half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Packers 24.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The final shot before break. Daniels. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
Let's go now. 19, 18. Ready.
Here's Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. First down carry for Henry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
Ready, ready. Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
Now Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
70 Timberwolves.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On the counter, it's Henry. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Cowboy 80. Hurt. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Second down and 4.
Get it.
To the air goes Daniels. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they show jet sweep it instead, a run up the middle here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. The slot man in motion right. Working out of the gun, Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Patrick Ricard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
His kick is good.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
24. Here's York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
This is 2nd and 8.
Look the hot, look the hot.
Now Stroud. That's taken in by Kraft. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tactic machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 46-yard line.
Hot 70. Pass the 60.
Check.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. He's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jonathan Brooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Amos. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready? 19, shot.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They give it off here to the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Play action. Now it's Daniels. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Packers are right back in this football game. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
All right. 118. What's up?
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
All right. 118. What's up? Hey, uno.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. 20. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Packers. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score. Commanders 45. Packers 38.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. They're on 27-yard line.
Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
19 Texas. 11.
Here's Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here's 3rd down at 5.
Here we go. At 18. That's it. Under. Look the hot. Hey.
Throwing now is Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
Oh, hey. Why Tony?
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning to get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Up to the right. 18. That's right.
Stroud to throw it. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Joe Mixon, 56 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check. Hey. Ready?
Again, it's Henry.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down.
60 Eagles. Ready?
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Stroud. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
South.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go. Swap. Mother swap. White Tony. Where's the hot? Where's the hot?
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. A fun, close ball game.